His Holiness gives extensive teachings on wide range of subjects such as Prajnaparamita Sutras, philosophical treatises like Mula Madhyamika Karika of Nagarjuna, Madhyamika Avtara of Chandrakirti, Abhisamaya Alankara of Maitreya, and so on. Spiritual practices pertaining to sutras such as Bhavanakrama, Bodhisattvachara Avtara, Bodhipatyakrama, and so on. Pertaining to Tantra such as Kalachakra Tantra, Guhya Samaja Tantra, He Vajra Tantra, etc. Some of these teachings extend for weeks at a time with morning sessions on a daily basis. Kalachakra initiation, for example, is a major public teaching attended by large number of people. He has given Kalachakra 34 times so far, starting from Lhasa, the capital of Tibet. Various parts of India and various countries in the West, including Canada, United States, Australia, and Switzerland, and others in Europe. In his teachings on Buddhism, His Holiness emphasizes two key features. Number one, the cultivation of wisdom, prajna, especially through the understanding of the principle of dependent arising, pratitya samutbhata, the fact that everything arises from their causes and conditions, and how interdependence lies at the core of reality. And number two, the cultivation of the altruistic mind, bodhicitta, rooted in unbiased compassion for all beings. These two, wisdom and compassion, are compared in the Buddhist texts of two wings with which one can cruise toward enlightenment. His teachings, writings, and advices reflect how these two elements lie at the core of his own personal practice, his perspective of Buddhist literature. An important innovation His Holiness brings to his reading of classical Indian Buddhist texts is the differentiation of their subject matter into three important domains: science or exploration of reality, philosophy, deeper exploration of the ultimate nature of reality, and religion or spiritual practice. The first two cover what traditional texts refer to as the ground within the threefold elements of ground, path, and result. The topics within the ground comprise the exploration of the nature of reality, including the nature of mind, while the path covers methods or techniques for training the mind to alleviate mental suffering and promote greater inner peace. On this model, the ground also includes vast philosophical systems of different schools, propounding various views on the nature of reality. The Dalai Lama maintains that while the religious elements of the Buddhist texts are relevant to Buddhist practitioners, the dimensions of science and philosophy found in the classical Buddhist texts can be and should be recognized as part of global scientific and philosophical heritage. As such, they can be shared with universally and can be of benefit to both for the Buddhists as well as non-Buddhist believers and followers of other religions as well. Based on this classification, His Holiness supervised the development of an important series drawing on Indian Nalanda tradition entitled Science and Philosophy in the Indian Buddhist Classics. In this series, a team of scholars compiled 2 volumes of science, one on the physical world and one on the mind, and 2 volumes on philosophy, one on systems of Indian philosophy and another on selected topics. The first 2 volumes of this series have already been translated into many languages such as English, Chinese, Russian, and others, and the translation of the remaining 2 volumes into multiple languages is under preparation. His holistic approach to Buddhism. His Holiness refers to Theravada Buddhism as Pali Buddhism and Mahayana Buddhism, which also includes Tantra, as Sanskrit Buddhism based on the primary original language of the literatures. He emphasizes how the two traditions originated from the same teacher, the Buddha, have the same contents of the teachings, Sila, Samadhi and Prajna, and both leading towards the total elimination of suffering through the threefold training, and how each tradition should learn from the other. He initiated and participated in gatherings of the prominent senior scholar monks from different countries of Theravada tradition to discuss on various topics including philosophical and spiritual practices. Many monks and lay people from Theravada countries come to receive his teachings at Dharamsala. Even during the pandemic time, organizations from the Theravada countries organize online teachings from the Dalai Lama. His writings. He has authored or co-authored more than 110 books, including 3 New York Times bestsellers, Ethics for the New Millennium, The Art of Happiness, and The Book of Joy, co-authored with Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Many of his books are based on his lectures on Buddhist philosophy, meditation, and spiritual practices, elucidating the subtle issues, bringing clarity with his own experience and views. An important focus of His Holiness' writing has been to bring to a global audience the appreciation of the importance of compassion and how, through training, one can apply one's own mind to promote greater inner peace, joy, and human connection. His book, The Art of Happiness, a handbook for a living, published at the end of the last millennium, is today recognized as having brought revolution of happiness. Not only did it leave a deep impact on general public, it also played a significant role in bringing the subject of happiness into the domain of scientific research. The co-author, Dr. Howard C. Cutler, writes in his note on the 10th anniversary edition. His fundamental message to hope seemed to strike a chord, resonate deep in the hearts of individuals not only in America but throughout the world, people from the diverse backgrounds, perhaps, but who all share the fundamental human aspiration for happiness, a yearning for something better in life. Ultimately, the book went on to be translated into 50 languages and was read by millions around the world. In his book, Ethics for the New Millennium, released on the first day of the new millennium, he discusses in depth the idea of secular ethics and its need in today's world where an ethical principle based on a particular religious system cannot necessarily serve as a universally applicable framework, especially for over a billion people who do not subscribe to any religion. Hence, based on common sense, universal principles, and scientific findings, he proposed secular ethics through which one can promote peace of mind with the regulation of emotions. They are technical methods to deal with the destructive emotions and similar methods to promote the constructive emotions through the understanding of the system of mind. In 2011, his another book, Beyond Religion, Ethics for a Whole World, was released as a sequel to his earlier book, Ethics for the New Millennium. A reviewer of this book captures the essence of the two books in the following. In the best-selling Ethics for the New Millennium, His Holiness the Dalai Lama first proposed an approach to ethics based on universal rather than religious principles. Now, in the Beyond Religion, Ethics for a Whole World, the Dalai Lama, at his most compassionate and outspoken, elaborates and deepens his vision for the non-religious way with the highest level of intellectual and spiritual authority. The Dalai Lama makes a stirring appeal for what he calls a third way, a path to an ethical and happy life and to a global human community based on understanding and mutual respect.